Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Comedy this hour from 1953, May 5th to be precise. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis and their guest, Ann Baxter. Let's head down and see what's going on with Dean and Jerry, shall we?
Transcribed.
The Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring you our master of ceremonies, Dean Martin.
Thank you, and hi, everyone. Clear the tracks, because we're about to pull out on another Super Chief. My partner Jerry's off on a siding somewhere with his brains temporarily derailed, but he'll be checking out here soon with a car full of laughs. Now, I'd like to introduce my zany partner. Of course, he doesn't have any good looks, but he doesn't mind. He doesn't have any brains either.
Yeah, it's a set.
Jerry Lewis! Yeah.
Guess what happened to me?
Jerry, what's with this peculiar way of speaking? Guess what happened to me?
Okay, I give up. What happened to you?
No, Jerry, when you come to the end of a sentence like that, you're supposed to drop your inflection.
What? And have everybody see my underwear?
No, Jerry, forget your underwear.
That would be even worse.
Look, Jerry, when you come to the end of a sentence, your voice is supposed to drop.
Okay, Dean. Guess what happened to me?
No, please, Jerry. When you talk, there are statements and there are questions. Now, at the end of a statement, you put a period. You know what a period is?
Oh, sure. That's a pimple made out of ink.
No, look, Jerry. I'm talking about punctuation. You know what punctuation is?
Oh, indeed, I do. Punctuation is the science of facilitating the interpretation of a sentence or any group of sentences in a paragraph by way of sundry variegated markings.
Jerry, how did you know that?
One of our writers has a dictionary.
Which one?
The one that can read.
Oh. I'll explain punctuation further. Now, take this sentence. I'm going to Europe to entertain this summer.
I'm going with you.
No, Jerry, no. I'm only trying to explain inflections. When I say I'm going to Europe this summer, I'm taking an example.
I'm taking a boat.
No.
You go your way and I'll go mine.
All right, Jerry, we'll both go by boat.
We're both going by boat?
Now you got it. You asked a question and your inflection went up. Question up, statement down.
Oh, question up, statement down. Question up, statement down.
That's right, up, down.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Dean.
What, Jerry?
I'm nauseous.
Well, this whole thing is your fault. Now tell me, Jerry, what happened to you? What happened to you?
I'm glad you asked that, Dean. It was terrible.
It was, wasn't it?
It was just one of those days when everything seems to go wrong. You know how those days do pop up. I came back late last night and I called the police.
Call the police? Why?
I thought I was kidnapped.
How can a person think he's kidnapped?
I looked at my bed and I wasn't there.
Naturally, Jerry, nobody can be there. The bed was empty.
Oh, no, Dean, it was half empty.
Half empty? It couldn't be half empty.
All right, it was half full.
Half full of what?
My brother Bernie. He was at a party all night and he was drinking.
And he wound up sleeping in your bed?
Every time Bernie gets drunk, he thinks he's me.
Why didn't you wake Bernie up and tell him that he wasn't you?
I did. I said, Bernie, you are not me. You are not me.
What happened?
He talked me out of it. And that's not all, Deanie. Just when I dropped off to sleep, I was awakened by the dog barking.
What was bothering the dog?
She was having kittens.
The dog was having kittens?
She doesn't know she's a dog. She thinks she's a cat.
How could a dog think she's a cat?
Bernie talked her into it.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis from May 5th, 1953 on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Hi, this is Kyle Horvath with the White Pine County Tourism and Recreation Board. If you want to get away from the big cities and get back to nature this summer, give us a call at 775-289-3720 or visit us online at elinevada.net. There's so much to do and see I can't mention it in 30 seconds, but check out our website and you'll see what Nevada is really all about. elinevada.net or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Give us a call at 775-289-3720 or visit us online at elinevada.net.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis were together as a team for exactly 10 years. They premiered in Atlantic City's 500 Club on July 25th, 1946, and they performed together until their final appearance at the Copacabana on July 25th, 1956, exactly 10 years after their meeting. And Jerry Lewis said they did not speak to each other for 20 years, to which Lewis later commented, "The stupidity of that I cannot expound upon. The ignorance of that is something I hope I'll always forget." Now, Dean had a great career. Jerry had a great career. They had great careers separately, but they were a wonderful pairing together. You gotta love it. Anyway, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, May 5th, 1953.
Say, Dean, I just saw our guest star, and she wants me. She wants me for her garden.
Our guest star wants you for her garden?
Yeah, as soon as she saw me, she turned to her friend and said, "Get a load of that."
You should be flattered that our guest noticed you at all. She's a very famous Academy Award winner.
An Academy Award winner? Gracious, that's positively sterling.
Yeah, Jerry, 3 years ago at the Academy Awards, she got an Oscar. She was sure surprised.
Why, did she expect a girl?
Well, you don't understand, Jerry. For the past 3 years, she's kept her Oscar on the mantelpiece.
On a mantelpiece? She can't afford a crib?
Look, Jerry, she got this for a picture. Did you ever see The Razor's Edge?
Only when I shave.
Jerry, I hope you don't act so stupid after I introduce her. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's no longer any secret who our guest is. So I know you'll be happy to meet and greet the lovely and charming Miss Ann Baxter. Well, welcome, Annie.
Thank you, Dean.
I'm certainly glad you could make it tonight.
Well, I almost didn't. I had a hard time getting a sitter for my child.
Naturally, who wants to sit up there on a mantelpiece?
Dean, this thing shouldn't be let loose. It should live in a cage.
Miss Baxter? I'll have you know that I, Jerry Lewis, star of stage, screen, radio, and television, have a large enough income to afford the finest home in Beverly Hills.
Oh, that's true, Jerry.
So how come I live in a cage?
Jerry, that outburst amazed me. Why, it wouldn't surprise me if you had the makings of a dramatic actor.
It would amaze me. To be a really fine dramatic actor, you must be able to control your emotions, even though you've loved and lost.
Well, I've loved and lost, and look at me.
I am looking, and I see why you lost.
Miss Baxter, Miss Baxter, I may not be dashing or chivalrous, suave or debonair, cultured or gallant, but I have one thing that Tyrone Power hasn't got.
What's that?
A brother who thinks he's me.
My partner's not well at all tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry I insulted you, Jerry. I'd do anything in the world to make it up to you.
Anything, Miss Baxter?
Yes. Anything.
Miss Baxter. Ann.
Yes.
Would a bag of peanut brittle be asking too much?
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Dean, doesn't Jerry know anything about life?
He doesn't even suspect anything.
I do about acting. It is a well-known fact among very few people that because of my dramatic ability, I was once offered a part in High Noon.
Why didn't you take it?
I don't get up that early.
Jerry, what Annie has been trying to say is that you can't be a dramatic actor unless you've suffered.
I've suffered. Oh, how I've suffered. Wow, how I've suffered. Gosh, oh, gee whiz, how I've suffered. My stars, I've suffered. Suffer, 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 suffer. That's me, oh, suffering.
All right, so you suffered, but that isn't all you need to become a dramatic success.
That's so true. You need Broadway experience. Oh, the theater. Oh, I miss it. I'm here in Hollywood, but I left part of me on Broadway.
But you brought the ham with you, didn't you, Miss Baxter?
Jerry, what Ann is trying to say is that it's not only dramatic ability that makes a star, it's the experience and the part, too.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's so true. As the saying goes, the play is the thing.
Ah, yes. The play's the thing. Did you hear that, Fenneman?
I certainly did, Dean.
Then set the scene for that thing we call a play.
Very well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chesterfield, ooh, they're best for you players. Present Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, and Ann Baxter in a drama about the undying love of a woman for a man. A pitiful tale of a girl who is torn between her love for a struggling young inventor and the attentions of a wealthy sneak who tries to win her love by giving her furs. Entitled The Mink Fink.
I love you, Eli. Love you, you crazy mixed-up inventor, you. Stop with those test tubes and look at me.
Some other time, Naomi, I'm busy putting the finishing touches on my new discovery. The latest improvement in sticks of dynamite.
What do you mean, latest improvement in dynamite sticks?
They're peppermint flavored. They're utterly delicious.
Oh, it's so smoky in here, I can't see. Who just came in?
It is I, the Mink Fink. Naomi, I brought you a new fur coat.
I've never seen green fur before. What's it made of?
Fuzzy money. Oh, Naomi, I have so much to give you, and still you keep refusing my sneaky offers of marriage. Why?
Who wants to have a bunch of little finks running around our house?
Oh, Naomi, dear one, marry me and you'll have chinchillas and ermines.
Marry me, Naomi, and you'll have children just like everybody else.
Eli, darling.
What is it,
Eli, darling, if I do marry you, we can't live in this cellar. It's so dirty, so filthy.
How could you expect Naomi to live in this horrible place? There's no carpeting. There's nothing but just plain dirt.
True, but it's wall-to-wall dirt.
What do you say, Naomi?
Oh, I couldn't live here, darling. It's so damp.
I know. This morning I picked up a newspaper to swat a fly and knock down a halibut.
Naomi, if you marry me, you will share my huge estate. And remember, I have my own 18-hole golf course.
Oh, lots of people have their own 18-hole golf courses.
Inside the house?
Think you're just trying to turn her head. You're despicable, incorrigible, diabolical.
Those are hard words.
I know, but I said them.
I'd marry you at once, Eli, if you gave up your silly work.
I could never give it up. Never. Do you understand? Never, never, never. N-E-V-E-R, never. After all, I am known in the profession as Marvelous Eli, the mad inventor.
But your inventions never made a nickel.
Why do you think I'm so mad?
You're crazy.
Oh, no, Fink is right, Eli. Look at the crazy things you've invented.
Crazy? Crazy? Oh! You call my invention of the poopsicle crazy? Wait a minute.
What's a poopsicle?
That's a popsicle without any stick to hold it up. It's a darb, a positive darb.
Oh, you'll never change, Eli. Never, never.
Look, you made tears roll down her cheeks, you viper.
I ain't got a handkerchief. Viper yourself. Don't cry, Naomi. Don't cry. Eat that. Don't cry.
I can't help it. If you really love me, Eli, you get up early someday and invent something practical.
But I did! Only this morning I perfected something to write with that's guaranteed not to leak.
What is it? Ain't gonna leave me out of this show. What is it?
I call it a pencil.
Why did you name it a pencil?
What else does it look like?
But Eli, my darling, this is the age of automobiles. There are tremendous opportunities for inventions in that field.
Naomi, you have just said the secret word. I happen to have invented a windshield for cars that is crack-proof, crash-proof, and bulletproof. It's perfect except for one minor detail.
What's that?
You can't see through it. I can only whip that one thing.
Darling, I want to be proud of you. Invent something worthwhile and I'll marry you.
You mean you want me to invent something right in front of you?
Yes.
How about a liquid nail polish for people with liquid nails?
No. No, indeed. I've got it.
Why don't you get rid of it?
All right. Hand me my satchel of chemicals.
Here you are, Eli.
Now I start. Bichloride of potassium. Bipotassium of fluoride. Oreothiamia chlorosylorate.
You don't have any Oreothiamia chlorosylorate.
Then we'll use chicken fat. Now what's this?
Look, it's beginning to bubble and boil.
There. Now it's finished.
What is it, Eli?
What is it? For years, medical science has been trying to help those poor unfortunates who suffer with the 7-year itch. And this formula is the answer.
You mean it cures a 7-year itch?
No, but it grows an extra pair of hands so you can scratch.
You know, your voice has a remarkable dramatic quality.
Thanks, Ann. You hear that, Jerry? Did you hear that? Ann says I've got dramatic possibilities.
Splendid. But you're forgetting about me, Miss Baxter. You know me and dramatic acting.
Well, you haven't convinced me yet, Jerry.
That's right, Jerry. You haven't shown Miss Baxter that you're able to register all emotions.
Suppose we test you out now, Jerry. Register fear.
Ah!
Boredom.
Sickness. Jerry, maybe you'd better stick to comedy because I've certainly enjoyed being a part of it tonight.
Well, good night, Ann. Thanks for lending your charm to our show.
Yes, and an extra vote of thanks for accepting our nonsense so graciously. Please hurry back, Ann.
That I will. Good night, Dean and Jerry. Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
So, until next week, this is Dean Martin.
And this is Jerry Lewis saying good night, everybody.
God bless y'all.
From Hollywood, you've just heard transcribed the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis Show. Produced and directed by Dick Mack. Written by Arthur Phillips and Austin Kalish. With music prepared and conducted by Dick Stabile.
From May 5th, 1953, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. When we continue...
Around Dodge City and into territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Gunsmoke next on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. That's 800-738-5332.
Thanks for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now, Gunsmoke, May 5th, 1957, How to Kill a Friend.
This ain't much of a room, Corder. Take a look out the window. It ain't much of a town. Wouldn't need a whole lot more dust down there. You couldn't see Dodge at all. That'd be an improvement. But things will work out. Always have, haven't they? You got a short memory, Corder. Didn't work out so good up in Deadwood. Well, at least we didn't get shot. Now, things will go better here. I sure hope so. What kind of lawman they got here, I wonder? Soon find out. Ought to be along any minute now. I sent word we'd like to have a talk right away at the Dodge House here. And by the way, who's going to do the talking this time? I'll do it. I guess that's him. You let me handle this now. All right. Come in. My name's Matt Dillon. I'm Ben Corder, Marshal. This here's my partner, Harry Duggan. Hello. Glad to know you, Marshal. You asked me to come here. You said it was urgent. It is, Marshal, it is. Now, Duggan and me, see, we're business partners. Whenever we come to a new town like Dodge here, we like to get to know whoever's running the place. And that way we figure there won't be any misunderstanding later on. Uh-huh. Just what is your business, gentlemen? Well, Marshal, we're gamblers. Now, what do you want of me? Dodge is an open town. We make money gambling, Marshal. Sometimes a lot of money. We just want you to know in advance you'll get your share of it. I'm a lawman, Corder, and as long as I am, there won't be any crooked games. Oh, no, Marshal. You know sometimes how a player will just lose a little money and then start a fuss over it? Maybe even go to the law about it? And when he does, he's usually been cheated, and before he gets to the law, there's another killing. Now, you can run your game, Corder, but you keep it straight or out you go. Both of you. That's not friendly, Marshal. You've made one mistake trying to bribe me. You make another and you're through in Dodge.
One of them hard-nosed marshals, huh?
You'll find out soon enough, mister. Good day, gentlemen.
You handled him great, Corder. Just great.
Oh, don't be a fool. No better than anybody else. Got an idea we'll persuade him yet. Chester. Hey, Chester.
Yes, sir.
How's the prisoner?
Oh, he's all right, Mr. Dillon. Just sleeping off his drunk.
Well, it's getting pretty late. I think I'll get out of here and go to bed.
All right, sir.
Oh, don't forget to put the lamp out before you leave the office, huh?
Hey, no, sir, I won't.
Get out!
See anybody? You want a rifle?
No, just stay where you are. Chester, can you crawl over and put the lamp out?
Yes.
Just stay low.
Yes, I will.
He's through.
Well, ain't we going after him, Mr. Dillon?
He had a rifle, Chester, and he was in an alley just across the street. There was mighty poor shooting if he wanted to hit me.
What do you mean?
I think he was trying to scare me. Show me how they treat the law where he comes from.
Oh, them two gamblers, huh?
Yeah, maybe, but I can't be sure. I'm going to take the rifle and go out the back way. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Matt.
Evening, Kitty.
Sit down.
Yeah, thank you. It's kind of crowded in here tonight.
I'll get you a drink.
No, thanks.
Chester was in earlier, Matt. He told me about you getting shot at last night.
Huh? Well, I didn't get hit anyway.
But you might have, especially a man with a rifle.
I'll admit I don't like the idea of being ambushed. I prefer to do my fighting in the open.
Any idea who was after you last night?
Well, it might have been one of those two men watching us from the bar over there.
Huh?
Maybe both of them.
They look like gamblers to me.
They are. And the one who just headed this way calls himself Ben Corder.
There's going to be trouble.
Now, there won't be. Just sit still. Evening, Marshal. Hello. All right, pretty girl. Say what you gotta say, Corder.
Sure make it hard to be friends, Marshal.
I just wanted to tell you I heard that you got shot at last night. So, well, I'm sorry it happened. Marshal, I sure don't envy a man who has to be a lawman.
Man, it's mighty dangerous.
Besides, it usually don't pay very good. What do you think I ought to do about it, Quarter? Quit? No, that ain't necessary, Marshal. Because if you're smart, you can stay right here and make more money. And take less chances, too. I didn't know for sure it was you, Quarter, but I know it now. What do you mean? There's a stage out of Dodge in about a half hour. You and Duggan are going to be on it. Oh, no. We're opening our new game across the street tonight. I'll take your gun, Quarter. Wait a minute, Marshal. You can't do that. Yes, I can. But you won't do it. Duggan, I want your gun next. Sure, Marshal. Sure. Turn around and put your hands on the bar. All right, now go pick up your partner. You're riding the stage north tonight. Get going, Duggan, and don't ever come back, either one of you.
May 5th, 1957, Gunsmoke on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you suffering with arthritis or osteoporosis? Do you have diabetes? Did you know that these are just 2 of the hundreds of diseases that have seen improvement with Dr. Wallach's incredible longevity products? You can't get them at a health food store. The only way to get them is to call us at 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065. Do you have heart disease, fibromyalgia, or high blood pressure? Do you have a terrible time losing weight? Dr. Wallach can help. He was a veterinarian and cured diseases in animals. He felt that he could do the same for humans, so he became a physician. Over 50 years of research and helping people like you goes into every bottle of Dr. Wallach's amazing discoveries. Do you want to feel better? Learn how to treat the cause of your problem rather than covering up the symptoms with drugs. Call 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of Gunsmoke, May 5th, 1957.
On the stage, all right. I was there to see them do it. And just before it pulled out, I unloaded their guns and tossed them onto the floor inside. Then they left, and I forgot about them. I figured those 2, like so many others that I'd run out of Dodge, would keep going and make their trouble somewhere else. But a couple of weeks later, I found out I'd figured wrong. I was walking up Front Street one evening with Doc.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Dillon.
What? Oh, hello, Doc.
Chester, how are you? They're right inside the Long Branch there, Mr. Dillon. I just saw them.
Oh, who'd you see?
Them gamblers, Corder and Duggan, and they got somebody else with them, some stranger.
Ah. I'll see you later, Doc.
Oh, yes, sure, Matt. There they are, down at the end of the barn there. All 3 of them.
Well, I don't
Here he is, Toque. That's him.
We're back, Marshal.
We brought a man with us to sort of look after our interests. You won't buffalo him so easy.
Hello, Toque.
You really the marshal here?
Yeah, didn't I tell you?
They didn't mention no names. What are you two talking about? What is this?
Toque Morlan and I are old friends, Quarter. We worked and rode a long time together. We went through quite a lot, didn't we, Toque?
Too much.
Yeah, I remember. So you've sold your gun to these 2, huh? Is that right?
That's right.
And you're here to kill me?
Yeah. I'm here to kill you.
It was a bad feeling to meet Toque Morlan again after some 15 years and have him standing at the bar of the Long Branch, hired by a couple of crooked gamblers to kill me. Toque and I had run horses together over in New Mexico until the night we rode into Silver City and got taken by a drunken mob and beaten half to death. The next day, when they found out we weren't the men that they wanted, it was too late. Something had gone wrong inside, Toque, and as soon as he was able, he'd ridden off without a word. I never saw him again, until now.
How long you been a marshal?
Long time, Toque.
I never figured lawmen for much.
I want to talk to you, Toque. Come on over to the table.
Here, no, you don't, Marshal.
Shut up. Quarter. Come on, Toque. Is this your profession now, Toque? Killing people?
I gamble a little.
Why do you do it, Toque?
I don't like people much. Not after what happened in Silver City.
You recovered from that beating? We both did. We were young. That was a long time ago.
Maybe my memory's better than yours.
No, that isn't it. We both changed after that, Toque.
We sure did.
But we changed in different ways. You hate everybody. I just hate mobs. That's one reason I became a lawman.
There was a lawman helping them that night in Silver City. He was the sheriff.
There are good sheriffs and bad.
Like marshals?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's kind of too bad you're a marshal, man.
You're going through with this anyway.
I never back off from a fight.
What if I won't fight you?
You don't have to. I get paid anyway. But you'll have to leave Dodge.
You think I'll do that?
No. But I'll give you 24 hours to think it over anyway.
All right, Toque. That gives you 24 hours, too.
I don't change. Talk's nothing to me.
But money is, huh?
It adds to the pleasure.
I want to ask you something, Toque.
What?
Would you enjoy killing me?
You ain't Matt Dillon. You're a U.S. Marshal. Same as the sheriff. Same as the one who helped them half-kill me, you two, in Silver City.
Toque, you're stupid. You don't think.
Maybe, but I'm a pretty good gunman.
Yeah, sure.
You can let Corder and Duggan run their game here, or you can quit.
It's a crooked game. There'll be fights, men will die. Now, I got a job, too, Toque.
24 hours, Marshal.
Okay. 24 hours.
Oh, hello, Mrs. I never could remember her name. Oh, hello, Matt.
Hello, Doc.
You're looking mighty glum today, man.
Oh, am I?
Well, you should be.
Why?
I've been over to the Dodge House. Jim Doby's down with the guy again, but there's a lot of talk, Matt. I know you must have your reasons, but people are sure wondering what those two gamblers are doing back in town after you ran them out.
That'll all be settled tonight, Doc.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Don't go to bed early, huh? Might need you.
A fight, Matt? You didn't have any trouble before. Oh, that other fellow they brought with them.
Yeah, that one.
Ain't there no way at all to stop him, Mr. Dillon?
I don't know, Chester. I've been trying to think of some way.
If there's anything in this world I hate, it's a paid gunman. I got no use for a man that can be bought for money.
Money's important to Toque. I don't see how... Hey, wait a minute. You know where Toque is now?
Well, he was in the Long Branch a little bit ago.
Good. I'll be back later. Hello, Toque.
Well, it's Marshal Dillon. Sit down, Marshal. You know Miss Kitty here.
Hello, Matt.
Kitty.
We've been talking about you, me and Kitty. We've been talking about me, too.
Good, and I'm not interrupting because I'd like to talk about you.
Right ahead. But don't stay too long. She's an awful pretty girl, man.
Maybe I better leave.
No, you stay right where you are. Anything the Marshal's got to say, we can all hear. If you leave, I'll leave.
It's up to you, Matt.
No, it's all right, Kitty. Stay. Toque, what are they paying you to get rid of me?
$700.
What if I give you $700?
shoot them.
Well, you don't care who you killed, do you?
No, don't matter much.
I'll give you $700 to clear out of here and forget this whole business.
You have changed, Matt. You sure never were a coward in the old days.
Is that what you think?
So does Kitty. Don't you, Kitty?
Don't tell me what I think, mister.
She's full of fire, Matt. She deserves a real man. No, I think I'll get my money from Duggan. I don't want to leave Dodge. Not till Kitty and me get a little better acquainted anyway.
Now I am leaving.
You're no good, Toque. You're really no good at all anymore.
Wait till 8 o'clock, Marshal. We'll see about it then.
Sure.
I was just coming for you. It was Toque Morlan. He just shot a man at the money table back there, but the other fellow drawed first.
Okay, Chester. Just keep an eye on Corder and Duggan.
Yes, I will.
Hey, Toque!
Evening, Marshal. You got here just in time.
You kill this man?
I killed him.
Why?
You objected to the deal. Tried to pull a gun. It was self-defense, but that don't matter.
A crooked deal always leads to killing. That's why I'm running your friends out of Dodge.
You ain't running us out of Dodge, Marshal. Go on, Toque, show it. I told you once, Corder, I'll run this place. Yeah, keep out of it. Sure, I don't mean nothing. I haven't. I guess you ain't a coward after all, man.
Get out of Dodge. And take them with you.
No. I'm going to try to kill me another lawman first. Okay.
So long.
So long, Marshal. I'm hurt, man. Bad.
Yeah.
You hit me both times.
I had to, Toque.
It's too late to do anything about it.
Yeah, it's too late.
Oh, by heaven. I wish I had last week back again. Here it is. Here it is.
Corder. Duggan. You get out of here. Any way you can, but you get out fast.
We're going.
And if you figure on coming back with another gunman, I won't wait to shoot him. No, you get away from me.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. The Gunsmoke theme was composed by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were John Daner, Harry Bartell, and Lawrence Dobkin. Harley Bear as Chester, Howard McNair as Doc, and Georgia Ellis as Kitty. William Conrad, co-starring with Academy Award winner Anthony Quinn, may soon be seen in his own production of The Ride Back for the Associates and Aldrich, a United Artists release.
From May 5th, 1957, Gunsmoke on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thank you so much for making us part of your day. Would you do me a favor and thank this radio station and support their advertisers? It is their kindness and courtesy that allows us to be with you each and every time we roll around here on your favorite radio station. Now, if you miss a day, you do not have to miss a single show on this station. You can always hear our shows on demand at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon, or Facebook. Just search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. That's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And of course, you can find us also at my webpage, classicradio.stream. That is classicradio.stream. You can find our shows on demand, learn more about building a classic radio collection of your own, and you can contact me there, classicradio.stream. Thanks for tuning in. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.